2022. We're here in the Windsurf village. The music is blaring out, so I hope you can hear me fine. We're going to do a live walk around where we're basically going to go all around the windsurfing village because we've got brands all over displaying all their gear. We might even go in the VIP tent if you're lucky. Like I said, we'll have a little chat with a few of them. Some of the ones that support the channel we might talk to a bit longer, let's see. We're going to kick off with North Windsurfing. Now, as you know, North Windsurfing disappeared for a bit, but they've relaunched this year and they've got some interesting tech going on. So I'm sure most of you have been following all the stuff with North, but basically 3DI technology. What does that mean? Well, if you don't know, check out the podcast because on Wednesday we launched a podcast. We've got Peter Beale and Chris doing all the talking about all the background behind it, but basically America's Cup technology. Come and have a look. I mean, I don't know if you get in close and how much you can see, but basically this stuff you can't crease. If you put a hole in it, you repair it like a board. It's molded on a mold. Like I say, all that information is on the podcast. It's quite an interesting podcast, I have to say. Antoine Martin, obviously top wave sailors using these. And actually we've got, I think they've relaunched the crossover, the wave sail, and they've actually got a prototype of the race sail, which is kind of interesting. We can go and have a look at this. It's been drawing a fair bit of interest. Obviously just a prototype, which are pretty much from every angle, it's got prototype. Yo, come have a look at this. Like, there's prototype all over this because they're not obviously going, oh yeah, this is the sail. They know it's not the sail. It's definitely a prototype. But, like I say, same material, this sort of scrunchy stuff, hole in it, you repair it like a board. It's crazy. I can't quite get my head around it. All the batten pockets are all molded when they mold the sail. I think on the podcast it said it takes 11 days to cure. So they have to have it sitting somewhere while the resin sets or something. But pretty mad. Peter Beale is obviously involved with that. He's got his pro booms. So yeah, interesting. Like I say, at the Deafy Wind, it's not just about the racing, which has been crazy, I have to say. Obviously launched their wing line, like a lot of the windsurfing brands have got wing lines and all that sort of stuff, the SUPs as well. But yeah. Be interesting to see actually when they launch the race sail, and there is a few racing around here, but they're not doing the full races, so I don't know if they're still in their testing phase. But again, it'd be interesting to see when they come to the market, are they going to be revolutionary? They kind of have to be, I feel. They've got to be better than normal. I don't know, it'd be interesting. Right, let's go and have another look. A few more of the stands. Obviously, big showing from the wing stuff. Obviously, you had the Deafy Wing, which was before the Deafy Wind, which is the windsurfing version. So lots of wing brands and foil brands. Obviously, like a big thing with the foil. I mean, the foil is coming up fast, but a big thing with that is helmet, you know, safety and all that. And Whip are obviously here every event doing their stuff. How you doing? All good?
Very good, and yourself?
You must be doing good business with all this foiling going on.
Pretty good, yeah.
The boys from Whip are loving life. You see all these helmets. Actually, I've got one of these, but it's kind of a Ball Smuller special, but I'm pretty sure these boys made it.
Yeah.
And I think Nico Goya, we got a couple of boys.
You have the white one. I saw you exactly. On the Instagram. I just congratulate you.
Oh,
you didn't see that?
Maybe. I got so many messages.
Yeah, okay, all right, yeah.
Are you going good?
We're doing very good, yeah.
Yeah, it's a big safety thing, isn't it, the foil stuff?
Yes, I think from, you know, the catamaran sailings and all the sports we cover, we can see really a major growth, and especially with the wing, you know, the wing foiling now is getting huge here. I mean, all around the world.
It's coming in.
I see you winging now, huh?
I do a bit of everything. I like to keep my hand in every little pie I can.
Excellent.
What's your best seller?
Till now, I think our helmets are the ones selling the most.
One, just out of interest?
Yes, actually, we won't disclose you know, the figures, but no, I don't even know.
No, it's fine.
No, but this is, you know, Sorry, guys. This is the Whipper 2.0.
Okay.
The one that I mean, bolts with. and
Yeah. So this
where-
one like ear protection as well.
removable.
Okay.
It means detachable, and it's I think some people don't want to get the ear obstruct,
Yes.
but some people think that it's actually a very good
Okay.
protection when you
Yeah.
hit the water very bad.
I think a lot of people out there will have had
Yes.
like burst eardrums and that sort of stuff, and that
Exactly.
definitely.
And we also have actually the BB talking device or any device
okay,
that
yeah.
actually can be sliding in, and we have a place for the mic to come out.
Okay, so if anyone doesn't know, the BB talking is like when you're getting lessons or something like this, you get this Wi-Fi kind of walkie-talkie system,
Bluetooth,
which
yeah.
is pretty
Yes,
Bluetooth,
yeah.
pretty cool system, and that fits straight in.
Yes, exactly, because we have a cooperation with BB talking for
Okay.
quite a while.
I'm gonna have to get on that because I can see some good videos with the BB talking.
It's probably one of the best device on the market, and a lot of kite schools have the walkie-talkie stick,
Yeah.
and that really doesn't really work.
Okay,
So, yeah.
interesting. All right, dude.
And,
Well, having a good Defi so far?
Thank you. Yeah, and off the mic, I have something interesting to tell you.
Hey, it's top secret. It's coming up, but we can't disclose at the moment. All right, man.
Can you turn off the mic? Or?
Well, we're live. We're gonna just
okay.
go round,
Oh, you're
but
live. Okay, okay.
we're live. Don't
Okay,
worry.
sorry.
We're gonna be
Okay,
back.
Yeah,
I'll be back.
I definitely want to see you.
Heard it here first.
You do a live streaming. Okay, all right.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, cheers.
I should always tell them we're live. We're live! Okay, the Phantom store. They don't support Windsurfing TV yet, but one day. One day. Obviously, your boy's doing pretty well.
Yes, they're currently, Nico currently leading. Luca has made a good race, but he don't pass the pin at the start.
Oh, no.
Yes, and was disqualified, but he was fair. When he came back to the beach, he said, "Yeah, I didn't pass the pin," and
Yeah. Well,
Let's see.
I tell you what, it's interesting with Phantom because you guys have gone all in on the foil. I mean, you've got what, 3.7 foil sail?
yes, the war machine
What's
just
that?
behind.
Is that 3.7?
Yeah.
So 3.7 foil sail. I mean, this is just pretty insane. I mean, it's like a Pozo wave sail, but for foiling. You've used this?
Me, no.
No,
It's
it's
Lucas
amazing.
sails, and he used the 2 days before.
Yeah, Nico was using this on the first day
Yes.
when it was gusting 40 odd knots or something. I think he's
Yes.
been using the 4.5 the last couple of days. But also they've got like these front wings. When you look at some of this, 350 front wing. Are you kidding me? If this is the future, I don't know, man, but that is just crazy. I mean, even like 430 is small, but a 350 and the freaking tail ring, it's moving so fast, the foiling. I mean, I can't keep up. We're going to try and do some more foiling on the channel. Obviously, they've got the boards, which Nico Goya has been designing. I spoke to him the other day. He was on a 75 wide, was he? So it was smaller than this one. And he said he was working on an even smaller one. So like just crazy stuff, like the indent here, you won't be able to see it from that angle, but just the way it's all working, the flat deck, because when you're foiling, you're not pushing off the rail. If you look how square the rails are on this board, they're super square down here, and then this base is super flat because on a foil, you're on the deck, whereas on a slalom board, you're pushing more off the rail. So yeah, it's interesting. I'll be honest, I'm not totally up to speed on my foiling, but it's gonna come, that's for sure. All right, boys. So, like I say, that's what Phantom have got to offer. They are definitely leading the way in the foiling in terms of results because they've got the main man, Nico Goya, and he's doing a lot of the development, so it's pretty interesting. And then obviously we've got Neil Pride JP. We'll just navigate through the razor blades of foil, and literally Neil Pride JP, like anything, have got their whole range here. So if you come to the Defi, I think you can do some demos and stuff like that, but you know, you got the super sports, and then we've got all pretty much the range kicking it through. Jesus Christ, what's that? The Freak foil. Didn't even know. Like some of the boards here, we've got normal freestyle boards, freestyle wave, obviously one of the big sellers, and then this thing, the Freak foil, which I'm guessing is kind of like, there's not much call for that at the moment, but that's like foil freestyle. Then obviously Ultimate Wave, one of the big selling wave boards, Magic Wave, obviously easier going board, Magic Ride, Slalom. They got so many boards, it's unbelievable. It's crazy. And then we're going to go into here because for anybody who's not used to seeing this, anyone with a foot fetish might get a bit excited right now because there is some kinky stuff going on in the Neil Pride stand. Got to mention this as well. Anyone who's ever used adjustable Outhaul, this is super sneaky. This came out a few years ago, but it's like an internal Outhaul system, which I don't know, you have to get pretty close to see it. But it's fully internal. All the pulleys and everything are inside, and all you have is this little cleat on the outside, which I think is pretty cool. I mean, like I said, that's been going a few years now, but I think it's pretty sneaky. And then my favourite board of the show. Yeah, no worries. My favourite board of the show. Anyone who's used to watching Rigmarole, Moving Target, maybe Fast Forward. I think Fast Forward, the first video, had these type of boards in. The rumour is someone has already put a bid in for this board. So if you want to buy this board, send your messages in. It could be for sale. That is a piece of history. Anyone who's seen those videos, I grew up with those videos. Every Christmas, I would have the Neil Pride video every Christmas, and I would look forward to sticking it in the VHS. Legendary. Love that. Absolutely love it. Got to be, like I said, foot fetish. Here we go. Cyril just going around all the... He's trying to get some sneaky deals, I reckon. That's what he is. Doing some foot massages. And a Deafy win wouldn't be without our man Bruno. He's always here.
Hey.
How we doing, boss? Killing it?
It's okay. Crazy week, a lot of wind and dust flying every day. Man, it's very difficult.
Yeah, it's windy. You're obviously the foil boy. You've been the foil man since the beginning.
Yeah. I've been foiling since 2006 now. And so now when you see how it becomes, it's amazing.
Where's it going? Like, you've seen everything. Where do you see the future now going? What, a winging coming in?
Nobody knows because remember freestyle. Huh? The freestyle at the beginning it was very easy, and a few years after,
just went crazy.
Just crazy. I was not able to understand what was happening.
Yeah.
And the foil is going the same way. So I think now the race is becoming very strong. So people will push the limit of speed, and you can see everybody is flying. So surf foil, subfoiling, wing foiling, and there is no.
Where are you seeing the biggest growth?
The biggest what?
Growth.
Growth. I believe everybody's gonna fly in a single way. I mean, just having fun, feeling the good sensation of flying light and having fun. And you will have some extremes, like the race, the wave.
Yeah.
And I'm sure we're going to be very surprised by the people pushing the limits in big waves and high speed and everything. So
yeah, sure. I'm sure.
Cool.
In fact. But all right, man. You're having a good.
What about you? What about your foil skills?
I'm kind of like waiting. I'm waiting for everything to settle down. I feel like it's been a bit like it's going so fast that I don't feel I can keep up. Okay. So I'm waiting for it to stop a bit, and then I'm going to go in again because it was moving like I just felt like I'd be getting foils and then I'd have to replace them, and then that wouldn't be the right one. So I don't want to be that guy. I'm going to wait, and then I'm coming in. That's the plan.
The only one way is to have fun.
Yeah, exactly. I'm doing a little bit of everything. A bit of wing, bit of normal foil, a bit of this, bit of that. Enjoying myself. Not too serious. Not like a Nico Goya. full throttle, but... Man, nice to see you, boys. Good race. I saw you fly past me today. Absolutely just toasted me.
Yeah, we had a great start, no?
Yeah, we did. I was quite happy. I was like, yeah. And then these boys just... Where did you finish?
13th.
13th. I finished 31. So I was like, yeah, he's definitely faster. But I felt more relaxed today. I was a bit like, it was kind of easy. What size are we on?
6'3".
Okay, good choice.
Relax, except the last jibe, no?
Yeah. I keep saying it. Anyone who hasn't seen the interviews I did earlier, the last jibe, basically everyone had a bad start, the slower guys. Yeah. So they were at the first jibe where we were coming round for the third time, and it was carnage. It was people everywhere.
But I overtook Pierre Mortefond on
really?
this jibe, yeah.
Nice work. That's got to feel good. You can see the smile. He's like, yeah. I like it. It's quite good actually having a few more random people. Good job, man. Going fast, I tell you. Going very fast. Much faster than me, that's for sure. Okay. So moving in to the black team. 0.7 are here like they are every year. Obviously, got a few sails rigged up, which are getting absolutely blown around at the moment. But the camera lady's just lost a flip-flop. She's doing well actually to stay in one piece. But obviously the black team 0.7, they're sticking to their brand image, which is basically all black sails. But we're just gonna have a little wander. My camera lady's gone, come over here. We'll have a little wander through. I mean, pretty much, 0.7 have pretty much got everything now, you know, all your carbon extensions. That looks actually pretty sneaky. That's kind of a funky system there. I've not actually seen that before. I don't know how that works, but obviously booms, they do pretty much everything 0.7 now. Got the skinny mass, normal mass, pretty much everything. And they're teaming up, from what I can understand, not too many people around at the moment, but with AV boards. So they're doing like a mini collab. I was hoping we might bump into Andrea Cookie, but he seems to have done a runner. But yeah, we got AV boards, which is Radio Verdi, who used to shape back in the day for RRD. He was then actually shaping for Simmer for a bit, and now he's actually got his own brand, which is AV Boards. And like I said, I'm going to try and catch up with Cookie. I'm sure he's around somewhere. But he's been doing a little bit of a collab. Got obviously quite heavy into the speed, because we've seen quite a few of these things dotted around. If you've been following Luderit's Speed Challenge and that sort of stuff. Oh, here he is. There he is. We found him. Hi, boss.
Hello.
The
Hi,
main
Ben.
man,
How are
Andrea Cookie, behind 0.7. Just saying.
Everything good?
AV boards.
Yes.
Bit of a collab thing going on. What's the plan?
Yes, we are working together on the development of the boards with Aurelio from AV Boards, and the main thing is actually the distribution of the boards.
Okay.
So we are, as with 0.7, we are also distributing AV boards worldwide. And yeah,
and that's
so
better for you as a sail brand. It's nice to have a board.
Yeah, it's
combo.
kind of it's a nice package for our riders. It's a nice package for the shops that they can have service through one contact only. So it's working good, and it's fun to work with Aurelio because he's a proper shaper that knows what he's doing. So you know, when you talk to him, he's a windsurfer. It's we have a good feeling together, so it's an easy collaboration.
And for people who don't know, there is a difference between pairing certain boards with certain sails. It's not quite the case all the time as just buying a sail and a board. They do kind of have to go together, especially in slalom. Or maybe you can explain to me.
Yeah, no, that's what a lot of people actually think.
Okay.
But I think that a good sail works on every board.
Okay.
And a good board works on every sail.
Oh, that makes sense.
And it's like a good sail works for a person who's maybe 60 kilos, but works also good for a person who's 100 kilos because it's developed well. And sometimes you hear
set it up differently, or
yeah, you just have to set it up different. You just have to. It's like the mast foot position could be different, the fin size, the foot straps, and also the wind range you're going to use it in.
Okay.
So that's the difference. Sometimes if something's working better for someone, it's maybe because it's maybe like when you're making a product.
Yeah.
So
0.7, what have you got this new? What can you show us? I've seen you rigging up this. Is this something new, or?
This is something new. This is actually our ACX, which is our slalom no cam sail, but it has been recut completely to bring out a new sail, which is the F1X, which is the no cam slalom sail for foiling.
Okay.
So as our ACX had great success in that categories, we decided to do the same on the foil sail. So we started from the good base, which is the ACX, and we're working on it by what we learned on the F1X, which is our racing foil sail. We actually are developing now the no cam.
So if someone's going to buy a foil sail, can they use it without a foil? Is it totally different? I mean, I'm a bit new to all that.
Well, let's say that what the foil sail has normally is like it just has a little bit less backhand.
Okay.
So that's the main thing, because on a foil, if you have backhand, the foil is going to lift and you're going to lose control. So if you actually use a foil sail for fin sailing, in light wind, you're not going to have that amazing power that you're looking
don't
forward
have
to.
that drive off the
no.
back, okay.
But if you actually use it when it's a little bit windy, it's actually a very comfortable sail, and it's fun. Actually, Tati France was actually using our foil 4.7 sail on a fin yesterday,
Okay.
and he was finishing like in top 30.
Yeah, yeah.
And he was really happy because like, oh, it was effortless, it was so nice, it was windy, and I was so comfortable, and that was a foil sail on the fin.
Okay, interesting.
So yes, you can use it, but it has to be a little bit more windy.
Okay.
So, which kind of makes also sense somehow if you don't exaggerate the extreme of the base, because then the base, if you go too low on the base, then
Yeah.
it will touch on the deck of a slalom
Yes.
board. But if you keep it a little bit higher, you can go foiling with the foil sail in light wind, and then when it gets windier, you could actually just take out the foil and keep using the
Yeah,
same sail
yeah.
in stronger wind.
Tell you what, there's a few gusts coming through the course area. Looks like we're going to have a windy race this afternoon by the looks of it.
Yeah, so at Defi you can have a great day on the water with wind, but on the expo side it's really hard to keep the sail.
Yeah, it's scary. You hear this noise, you're like, ah. And what's happened to you? I heard you had a bit of a crash before the start of the event, which is why you're not in it.
Yeah, every time I try speed sailing, something strange happens. I either sail with the fin on the wrong side, or I crash on sandbanks.
You crashed on sandbank,
Yeah,
that's what I heard.
I was all excited because I had these sails, all these protos for Tuan to go next month to the Speed World Championships.
Okay.
And he always tells me, there, you really try to try the sails in flat water. Don't try them when it's choppy because it's very different. So I got here at 8 o'clock in the morning. I rigged 4 sails. I crossed the river swimming like 8 times. I had everything ready. I went for the first run. I said, okay, I can't stay too low. I go close to the
Nice
beach.
and flat.
So he's happy that I'm trying them in flat water. And the first time I just launched downwind, I hit the sandbank and catapulted and got my elbow into my ribs. So that was the end
Not
of
a good start.
No, that was the end of my windsurfing for Defi Wind.
Cheers, Tuan. All right, dude. Right, well, we're going to have a look further around. Anything else sneaky coming from Point 7? You'd like to say anything? Or?
We are doing some new foil harness lines.
Okay.
But you know how difficult it is to get stuff out of Asia at the moment with shipping and
I can't get
materials.
harness lines. I was coming to these guys because I'd heard about these harness lines. They're quite sneaky, apparently. But they're not here.
No, they're going to be here in the end of August, I hope. I hope.
Okay, send me some.
All right.
All right, cheers, dude. All right, there we go. Little wander around. But Loki Foil, we're live.
I have always looking forward to being in your YouTube channel.
He's in.
So-
He's in.
So, thank you. I enjoyed this Defi Win. This is my second,
Nice.
and I am benefiting from all your advices. Thanks to this, I finished my
What's your name?
Vincent.
Okay, well
Carry on,
done, dude.
carry on.
Good job. Good job. There we go. See, 1,200 or 300 competitors here. It's a pretty mad place. Like I said, not only the racing, but you've got also the show. We've got Loki Foils, FMX Racing, Finian Maynard Racing. Have a look, see what he's got. How'd you go today?
Not so good.
Not so good. I did actually see you're ahead of me, and then I'm like, she's not anymore. Yes, yes. But she's been racing super well. Right, let's have a look. FMX Racing, what have we got here? What toys do we have? We've got a few toys. Look at this friggin' thing. This is like a beast. Is that a 52 wide? 52 wide. So that's like a speedboard, I'm guessing. Anybody want to talk me through? Anybody speak English? So we've got a full slalom range, obviously speed. Got a few.
Here and the poster.
Okay, there we go. The poster's probably easier to look, but you've got a fair few boards lined
Yes,
up.
a lot of boards.
So this one is a speedboard.
Yes, speedboard for Dutch boy.
Okay, gotcha.
Yes.
Is anyone using that for the Defi?
No,
Too
just for
small.
speed. Just for
Too
speed.
small.
Yes, too small.
But then you've got a fair few in the range. But they've been going really well. I mean, the boys and the girls been getting
Yes,
some good
yes,
results
yes.
on the FMX.
Yes, Justine.
Justine, I'll tell you, if you don't know Justine, you will see her in the future. She's already been beating Delphine, Marion in a couple of races. You were ahead of him in the overall.
Not
Was.
now. But
Not now.
Yesterday, yeah.
Before today, she was ahead of
Yeah.
them. So, what's your full name?
Justine Le Métayer.
Remember, trust me, you will see her PWA absolutely kicking ass. Actually, when I asked Delphine and Marion, they were like, "Yeah, she's coming." They're worried. They're worried, aren't they? They are, a little bit.
Maybe a bit.
A little bit. How old are you?
19.
19. I tell you. Watch this space. So yeah, there we go. FMX Racing. I haven't seen this before. This looks like a new thing. The Diablo. What we talking? Freestyle wave? Wave? Freestyle wave? Wave.
Full wave.
Full wave.
They are full wave, but
Okay. So you've got a fair few things coming out. They've also got the foil boards as well.
Where were you pointing?
Yeah. Have a look at the full range. Obviously, Maciek Rakowski's been doing some damage on those things. And Finian doing a good job. We've been trying to get Finian Maynard on the podcast, but he keeps blanking me. So hopefully one day we're going to get the big dog on the podcast. That's my goal. I'm not going to give up. Check this funky stuff out. Look at these things. These are like, ever seen them before? That was like off the old F2 with the whole big crazy thing going on. What's this? What's this thing going on here? A funky little wave number.
No, it's a proto.
Oh, it's a proto.
It's a race sail, and I cut the leech, and I didn't want to touch the buttons.
I was thinking, wow, that's pretty funky. So you cut it down, but you didn't want to cut the bands,
Yeah.
so you just went round them.
Much work.
Which sail did you go past me on? This one.
6-3, yeah.
6-3. What else have we got? Anything interesting, boys? The weed fins, I tell you. What you don't know at home is weed fins are a big seller. Are they not? Look at this. Look at this. Look, I mean, this is just funky stuff right there. What's your best-selling fin?
The best-selling fin, it's the Weed Speed.
Yes, that's what I mean. Best-selling fin, weed fin. Who'd have thought that? Look at that. Best-selling fin is a weed fin. That's mad, isn't it? Like, if you don't know what you're on about, you would never guess that. But so who buys the weed fins? What
buys this?
Yeah, what sort of places? I guess the Netherlands is.
Well, in the
weeding, or
Netherlands, Strandhorst.
Okay.
Well, in Perth,
Australia?
Australia, Perth, you know the riverside. This is the best fin you can use.
So what sort of fin is that? I know it's a weed fin, but is it
It's a weed-
speed or like
No,
a blasting fin
no.
or?
It's just a normal slalom fin, but then in a weed setup.
And do you do like speed weed fins?
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of people don't realise if there's weed in the water, then it's really flat.
The normal speed fin has a lot of rake as well. So.
Okay.
And these are the weed speed fins. This is a super weed. If you go to Le Cat,
Super weed.
if you go to Le Cat, you need this. And if you go to Denmark, for example, they have some spots where you can not send them
Peter Sander.
the bigger ones.
So what these? This like you remember the old football fin? I don't know if the guys out
You
there.
can use a 22 with an 8.5.
Really?
Yeah.
That's mad, isn't it? Bloody mad.
Pretty fun, huh?
That's crazy.
Wanna try?
There's a Lockwood designing these.
Of course it's
yeah,
Lockwood.
yeah. Of
Everything
course
upgrades.
it's Lockwood. He's the mad scientist from Perth. No, but that's mad.
It's
That's
cool, huh?
crazy. Yeah. And it's got a bit of thickness
It's a really thick fin.
to get some lift.
Yes, it's 60 millimeter thick.
Interesting. Be interested to try some weed fins. Maybe I'll have to do some sort of testing one day of some weed fins because
Do it.
it's definitely interesting. But I really didn't think it was that big a deal. But after speaking to the boys with the weed fins, they're like, yeah, they're some of the best sellers because that is the main thing. If you've got weed in your area and you ain't got the right fin, you may as well give up. It's just not working. Okay, so interesting. Keep your eyes on the weed fin, people. All right. See you in a bit, boys. What have we got here? Diony Guadagnino. If you listen to the podcast, you will know his backstory. How we doing, boss? All good? Oh, he's got no voice.
It's not partying. It's not partying.
Are you sure?
I'll be back.
How's your voice? What's going on?
I think the dust and cold or whatever.
Partying. Is it now? Back in the day, maybe, but not now. I won't talk to you too much, then it sounds pretty bad. We've got some interesting stuff because we got the foil sale. I wanted to talk about that because Patrice has obviously been working, I think, with Thomas Persson, who's simmer designer. They've been doing like a bit of a collab on this. I think Patrice has been doing quite a bit of stuff, but it's probably going to fly and hit me in the head, isn't it? I'm just scared. I'm going to stand this side. So, foil sale for anyone who doesn't know anything about foil sails, what is the difference between a foil sail? What's the main difference between a foil sail and a slalom sail?
It's very simple. It's just a high aspect ratio.
So which means it's narrow.
Narrower, has a super small feeling of a sail, like a wave sail, super responsive and very high. Basically, yeah, it keeps you on to a really good plane. Everything is just easier, like on reed.
From what I've been told, everything's more forward, so there's less backhand pressure. A lot, you know, like hardly any backhand pressure, basically.
That is true because it's so narrow, the sail. But I mean, it's
low cut as well. It's got like, it's almost like, you know, the old speed sails.
I'll call Cedric, Patrice's son, because I just got here and I'm testing the sails right now. So they've been developing for a while. Cedric,
how's your English?
You've been better than mine today.
Talk me through the sail, because I've been hearing good things about this. It's pretty fast, I'm hearing. Someone told me 39 knots.
This one went actually at 38, 39.
38, 39 knots. I did 23 the other day and I shit myself. So what I was just saying, foil sail, main thing is low backhand pressure.
Yeah, exactly. So you have very few, not much backhand power. We have a lot of shape in the front of the sail. And basically we have a super thin profile so that the wind just glides on it as much as it.
I mean, if it's going 38 knots, that's quick, isn't it?
Yeah.
What is the record for foil at the moment? I've lost track, I'll be honest with you.
I don't know, I think Nico Goya is still in front, but yeah, it's quite close.
Yeah, it's close. Cool. What else have we got? Anything? What boards are we looking at? Because there's some funky looking boards over here, I tell you. Because I know Patrice has got like an old school one, or he used to have one. Like it's newly designed, but it's a more old school, longer. Maybe it's
that's why I'm using for the race right now.
Yeah.
So it's an 80 liter board.
Longer, more comfortable.
Longer, it stays flat on the water. It's not as high sailing as the new boards.
I take it it's not here, it's on the beach.
It's on the beach.
Yeah, because that's where you use it. And then what we got here, slalom, normal slalom?
This is normal slalom board. So basically it's what you can see at the other brands. It's a bit wider than what we used to have.
Yeah.
High on the water. So it's nice here when it gets a little bit low winds like this morning.
Yeah.
I should have gone with this one this morning.
I think that's what I was on the simmer equivalent of this, and it was actually perfect, I've got to be honest.
Yeah, that would have.
It's hard to pick the right gear here though, isn't it?
Absolutely. I went a bit late on the water, so didn't have the right gear.
I just gambled, I think, and it worked. So you got foils, you got pretty much everything.
We got pretty much everything. So we've been here for the Defi wing also. So we've got the whole wing gear, and well, Windsurf. I'll try to do a race with this one.
What is this thing? Jesus. Well, we got the Windsurf, but what the hell's this? This is the foil, but look at the state of this thing. Jesus. That is a chunky monkey, that.
Yeah, this is our new foil board. So we try to put a lot of volume on the front to help with the starting. It has big cutouts here on the bottom.
Yeah, they're monsters, aren't they? Man, the thickness of this, that is extreme.
It's
220
liters.
Really?
For 91
Blimey,
centimeter large.
And how does it ride?
It rides real good. It's to start on the foil, it's really easy.
Yeah.
And then, well, on the flight, it's you forget the
size,
the massiveness of the board. So it's really nice to ride.
That's sick. That is a. Oh, and then it's got the reverse concave on this bit as well, which is kind of funky. Cool, man. Just admiring your big, the big whip on this thing. That's just for this big boy. Patrice Belbioc. Anybody remember him, this guy? Do they remember you reckon? Yes, there's a few. World champion.
96.
96.
That's a while ago.
Yeah, but you still remember that.
Yeah.
I remember watching the Peter Way videos when you won.
Okay.
I remember that, and it was like the big oath. What was your favourite event that year?
Well, Gran Canaria was really quite a good event. Tenerife was not so bad too. And then we had Maui, but Maui was always a little bit tricky for
You do
big
slalom
guys.
then or waves? Did they do slalom in Maui and then? No.
In Maui?
Yeah.
Yes, we did, with the keeper.
See, that's what we want to see back, isn't it? We
Yeah.
want to see, like, I know all the old school slalom guys want to see wave slalom back, surely, no?
Well, yeah, I would prefer to see wave slalom than what we do today,
Yeah.
and keep the foil for foiling slalom. You know.
You think it's going to happen?
Well, it's two different disciplines. I don't know. I'm not judging what they do, but I would think obviously foiling is foiling, slalom is slalom.
Yeah. I think we'll go back to that. I hope. I do believe that will happen one day. It will go back because at the moment they're pushing it all together to get the extreme, and then I think we will see separate. Again, just a personal opinion. I don't know if it will happen, but I kind of feel that will go that way.
Yeah, that
I
would
hope
be
it will go.
That would be a good thing for the sport, that's for sure. And maybe they should think also make one or two weight class inside. Like this, we have a chance. Guys like you can win also in there.
I'll be honest, I've been a big thing of that, weight classes, because there's so many guys my size who love slalom, but it's not exciting going against Pierre Mortefon, Jordi Vonk, and these guys. It's
that makes
impossible.
no
You
sense.
guys, it doesn't make sense. Whereas when I grew up, we had weight classes. It was like under 80 kilos, over 80 kilos, you know. And at least then you could go to an event and have fun trying to beat someone at least your own size.
Exactly.
It kind of
exactly.
feels more
That's
fair.
And we will get back into the game with some countries that completely disappear because they don't have the body weight, like Asia and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
But I totally believe that. I think there would be an amazing people to watch a lightweight slalom World Cup. So you didn't even invite the big guys. I know that's controversial, but just invite everyone under 80 kilos and to see who's the fastest in the world that's a lightweight, because no one knows.
Yeah, well, at the moment, the way it is, performance comes with a weight. And there is only one weight class, so like IQ foil, it defines the way the people are going to present themselves. So they're getting bigger and bigger, obviously.
I see all of them like this now.
Yeah, and so it's going to be a 100-kilo class. But what about the rest? You know, so. And then you have age under 21 and 17. That's all the kids, they're already 100 kilo. But what about the kids which are 60 kilo? You know, so obviously we are a technical sport. We need to have weight class.
It's interesting. I mean, it's a whole different subject, but the old Olympic class was kind of the lightweight discipline, and then we had the Peleway, which was kind of the heavyweight discipline. I always looked at it a bit like that, but now with the IQ foil, they're both becoming
huge.
Big guy categories. So the younger, lighter guys are getting absolutely nailed, really.
I think it's all about what made the success of Windsurf at the beginning. And what made the success of Windsurf was we had 4 weight classes, no matter what support you were using. Wind glider, windsurfer, Dufour, whatever. We were sticking to one rule. So everyone... I'm not interested in lightweight to go and sail again against a guy like you because I'm going to catch a buoys behind. And if it's windy, you're not interested to go against me. So I think for me it makes a lot of sense. And make sure to not to discredit slalom also because it's a fast board. Foiling is very fast too.
It's different discipline.
That is just different. And,
Agreed. We will carry this. Maybe I'm going to have to do a podcast with this man because I'm sure there's some interesting chat. All right, man. Take it easy.
Yeah.
Good to see you again, dude. Good job here. You got all the gear. All the gear. Like it.
Okay.
Good job. Okay. I have a pregnant girlfriend who's stuck. We're going to have to go round. Cheers, dude. Okay, what's happening here? What's happening? Sorry, we're live. Oh yes, so this is a new revelation. It's just happened, hot off the press. We've got some interesting stuff going on, right, boss? So, we've got the Duotone Fanatic. We're going to come back to them. But part of this Duotone Fanatic thing is they've got the Trident. So you've heard of the Tandem, that's 2 people. The Trident is 3 people. They actually sailed it on the first day, but they have got an idea that they're going to put foils in it for the next race. I'm not sure this is going to be a good idea, but I'm sure it's going to be interesting. So, do you think this is going to work?
Of course, yes.
Of course, yes.
Yeah. So that's why we're here, you know.
Would you like to bet some money on this?
Of course, yes. Like, I don't know, €1?
Oh my God. So who's going to be riding it? That's the question. Is this going to work?
For the moment, we are in big trouble because we need to find the solution to put the good stuff. But
do you want a screwdriver?
No. We have a problem with the connection, but it's gonna be okay in maybe half an hour. We're gonna be in the water for sure, or maybe 2 hours. What do you think, Ben?
I'll be honest. I will be staying far away from you guys.
I think it's the best option. Okay. But we don't want to do the race. We just want to try for the moment. Okay.
I'm looking forward to seeing what happens. But like I said, I'm going to stay very far away. How much volume's in this beast?
500 liter and 6 meter long. So it's a big board.
How fast has it been? What's its max speed it's been?
You haven't seen we have the world record. Yeah, we have the world record. So it's 66, but not knots, 66 kilometers.
Okay, 66 kilometers. That's quick.
Yeah, it was really quick. With Pierre Mortefond, we try, and the max speed was 28 knots.
Okay.
So it was
quick.
Yeah.
I think I went 29 today.
The team. It depends on the team. Sometimes you can go to 12 knots, especially if you're drunk.
And with the foil, how fast?
For the moment, it's the first time we try the foil, so we don't know nothing about the...
Well, good luck, boys. I think you're going to need it.
Thank you very much.
All right. Well, we got one more stand. I mean, I honestly don't know how thing's gonna work, but we will soon find out. Should be quite interesting. I think we've got like about 15 minutes until we're going to do the briefing before the next start. So we'll do one more and then we'll come and do that other half of the village in the next video. So we're just going to have a look at the Fanatic Duotone. Obviously normal.
All right, yeah. So where are all the Ben Profit is not from Germany? Ben Profit is from Great Britain.
Come on, Velma, we're coming over here. There's some bloke talking about me on the stage. I feel honoured. So, Duotone Fanatic, obviously they've got all the stuff on, but this is pretty cool. So, got the full frame set up so you can actually adjust the sail without it flying away. And obviously this is to showcase their Power XT. So if you've not seen a Power XT, it's a ratchet system. Once you've all connected up, all you have to do, you have to switch this to the plus, and then that puts the downhaul on without hurting your back. Pretty cool. To let it off, you do that, and then I think they're like 0.5 centimetre increments, which is pretty sick. I'm quite impressed with that. You know, a lot of people have got these now, especially the older crew with a bad back. And then also, I'm looking at this. It's also some sort of system for realising how much Outhaul you've got on with the marked ropes. I can't exactly, if I'm honest with you, there's no one here to ask, but I can't remember exactly how it works, but it'll be fine. So, interesting, on the clue here, if you use the foil, it says to use the bottom eyelet, and to use the top eyelet, it says when you're using the fin, which is quite interesting. Yeah, there is some tension meter that tells you, but I think it's this thing here. I think that, but anyway, come to the Duotone tour. I'm obviously not sponsored by Duotone, so I don't actually know. And then obviously all the Fanatic boards, full race boards, 107, 115, 130. The Falcon, obviously. 90. A lot of people will be using this here at the Def. It's like their small slalom board. And then obviously, well, actually they've got some good ones. The Blast, the Jag, Gecko, Free Wave, obviously iconic, the Mamba and the Grip. Full range, full booms, everything. They got the lot. And then obviously all Bonjour. Bonjour, and then the full range of all the Power XTs. So skinny carbon, the alloy, you know, they got pretty much all the range, and that looks like the cheaper version, school version or something like that. So pretty cool, pretty cool. So I think we'll end it because all the noise now is coming from the stage. We're going to have a little walk over there before I end it. I'll just give you an idea of what's going to come up in the next video. Like I say, it's pretty hard at this point to find the people who are running the stores because you never know where they're going to be at what time of day, but let's have a walk this way. So, when we come back, next video, we got Future Flyer, we got Severn, Starboard, Patrick, I think Gastra's over there. We've got the VIP section here where the very important people go. I don't think they allowed me in. But that's it. Stay tuned. Next video coming up in a little bit.
La taille de tes bras comparé au mien, not possible. I look like a piece of nuggets compared to you. Bon bref. Ça va? How are you today, Bjorn?
Yeah, pretty good.
You're coming with the family?